Hey, we are live at Click Connect, special Friday night audit. Stay tuned. Greg Sullivan, you have got the most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my life. What is that all about?
Hey, that's promoting our other show, 3 Minute Thursday.
Holy shit, dude. What have we done? The mistakes that we're making right now, unbelievable.
You're going to haunt us for years. Are you kidding me?
I
love that opening.
4 years. That's absolutely right. My goodness, Craig. Every single week, I feel like it's Friday at 5 o'clock and I'm ready to go. I can't believe it's been another week so fast. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and you know what? We had Monday off. Maybe that's why it was even faster.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. That does get me confused. So, Craig, what time is it, buddy?
It is time for an audit, brother.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the one, the only, the incredible, the actual Friday night audit. We got Craig 99 over there. I'm Weekend G. So great to see you. Thanks, one and all, for joining us for the only show in hospitality specifically designed to make my ego shine, man. Yeah, I just love having a show where I get to do all this kind of stuff and just say dumb things. It is so much fun. Oh, God.
There's a big other there's a real factual important purpose for this show, okay? We are keeping close tabs on the California real estate market for individual housing. And as we talked about a couple weeks ago, Jay-Z and Beyonce, was it Jay-Z and Beyonce? I think it was them, bought the most expensive house in California history. But as we know, Glenn, you are working very hard to break that record with your beautiful soon-to-be coming house in California. And honestly, I think we have an update on that.
Excellent. I can't wait to see. Because, I haven't gotten out there recently. I've been caught up here on the East Coast and all.
Glenn, what are you doing? Okay, Glenn, what are you doing?
Wait, is this the
you dredging so that you can get a
old one
yacht at your house?
There's just so many updates on this freaking project. I can't even keep them all straight.
Well, what are you going to do? So, all right, when you guys figure out how to make fun of me more properly, we'll get back to it. Meanwhile, we got to bring on a guest over here. Is what we gotta do. One of the companies that I really like out there is a company called Avgo. It's really cool because they've got these check-in kiosks with a twist. They got a little live human being. I don't know how they get the tiny person in that. My guess it has something to do with they watched the Flintstones episode. So instead of little animals, figured out a way to shrink down people. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. But to tell us all about this, we got Jeff Aguiar. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, Jeff. Welcome.
Hey, Craig. How's it going?
Good to see you.
I'm figuring, I feel like we both have the same kind of problem in our lives, but the opposite. In my life, everybody keeps trying to rob my name of an N, right? Because it was Glen, not Glenn. And I bet that you've had more false L's in your lives trying to make you Aguilar than anything else that's ever happened in your existence.
I throw my CEO under the bus. Done mailing me to something. I was doing an event. Oh my gosh, in Minneapolis.
Right.
And, sent me some stuff that we had previously. Anyway, long story short, it showed up Aguilar.
Yeah,
and
right.
First, tell the concierge I was picking up a package at the hotel. He's like, I don't have an Aguiar. Sorry, I'm like, okay, try an L. So,
right.
Yes, often.
Yeah, how many flights have you been denied boarding on because of that problem?
That and occasionally ERY versus REY.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And that's partly my fault, Sometimes, you're just writing quickly and, you misspell your own name. It happens
all the time. Happens all the time. But listen, Jeff, you're a VP of Business Development. I have the right update on the development of the Glenn Hausman, soon-to-be $125,000 million property out in California. Hold on.
Ratchet it up.
Dave, come on, man.
Love that logo.
Well, Glenn. Look at this. The house is coming along nicely. You got all the roofing materials up there. The house is just about wrapped up. Looks like you've been working on the docks as well. Look at that. All right.
You got a house that big and you didn't spend any more money on your California Craig logo?
No, because I don't get paid for those
No, it's
updates.
mostly it's my house. It's not Craig's house. I'm the one footing all the bills for that. Little known fact, I'm actually flying out there every evening from New York to do all the work myself, and then I just get back here. Yeah.
Do we need to show them the picture of the corporate jet you've got again?
All jokes aside, I cannot wait for the house to be done, and whoever is actually going to live there that lives there, and there's just going to be Craig out there once a day. They look out their window.
Until he goes to his mailbox and sees a restraining order there.
You'll see a video one day of Craig talking to the police.
You got to be there on move-in day so you can take a picture of all their stuff.
Right.
Oh yeah, exactly. And the funny thing is, let's exclude the dirt cost and the bayfront cost. Okay, just in construction, Glenn, I figured you spent a minimum of $1,500 a square foot for a 3,000 square foot home, which means your construction costs alone are $4.5 million.
Woo.
And don't forget, you were driving a much larger yacht. You had the privilege of showing on the show.
I feel like you can build yourself a nice select service hotel for that much money. You know what? Dave doing all this video stuff has kind of screwed me up. For the first time I ever didn't do this properly at the right time, ever at 99 shows, we got this. That's right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Never, ever do I forget to do that. Jeff, what are we drinking today, or what are you drinking today over there?
Well, I was planning on my Crown and Ginger Ale, which is my go-to.
Right. Yep.
But I got every type of soda except ginger ale, so we're just doing
nice.
I was like, all right, I got the Crown, and then I went out into the garage, and nothing. Blank.
All beer show. I love it.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Works.
Again, I want to apologize to everyone. You know, Jeff, when we started out this show, we had the mission to drink hard booze, and that really took us out pretty darn quickly. By week 7, I was hospitalized. I'm like, we got to make a change.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
It really was that fast. You know, they were all like, oh, we're going to drink all these different drinks. All the guests are going to give us these drinks. We're going to make them and buy all these expensive ingredients to make one drink out of the whole thing.
Yep.
And they would do it. They would get drunk. And then one day I was like, okay, the guest drink is this random thing, but we're going to drink a Corona Light and a beer.
Yeah.
Hey, quick and easy. Quick and easy.
Yeah, exactly. And when Friday rolls around, Glenn and I both like easy. David, on the other hand, he's still working.
Usually. Yeah. Today I'm a pillow instead.
You got baby Glenn Craig with you.
Well, I've got about 2 more minutes where I have to take the other one to T-ball practice. So I'm going to be on the road for a little bit today as well. But Jeff, Cards, our good friend Lord Daniel, any other AKAs,
Mr. Cards,
any other AKAs that he has, it changes every other week. Wants to know about you. So tell us about yourself.
Oh, I have to give a whole spiel. What can I tell you? So you guys,
I know. Sorry to hit you with these tough questions.
Tough questions.
We told you to get in the atmosphere, and then we come up with like, what's your name?
I thought we were just going to do
what's your favorite color?
Yeah. It was speed dating. Oh, right. Listen, you guys already said it. I'm the VP of business development at Avgo. I've been in the hospitality industry on the vendor side for about 16 years.
Yeah. Really? Wow.
And I got to say that this is the first company that I've really been a part of that is genuinely making an impact in the industry. So it's just exciting time for me and the company and everybody that we're working with. So yeah, it's good stuff.
Hey, I want to thank Avgo for actually sharing the feed on the show tonight. So thanks for that. I just saw it pop up on LinkedIn.
Nice.
Cool.
Yep. They're gonna regret it in about 30 minutes. They're gonna really regret that decision.
Yeah, I'm sure they already have. There's already been some changes in upper management, I'm sure.
Am I out?
So Jeff,
Dave, that was your opportunity to go. Yeah, you're gone.
That was.
I only do it to Glenn. It's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he actually cares about the guests.
See, it's very simple.
There he is. It's all gone.
Easy.
Yeah.
I actually love when he does that. Then I don't have to talk anymore.
Oh, see, the funny part about Glenn is that for all those don't know Glenn that well, like Craig and I do, is that you think he's joking because all he does is talk for a living, but he's not kidding. He legit just wants to chill out, relax, and and he's not actually doing no vacancy stuff.
Right, Jeff. The best way for people to actually have a real conversation with me is to do it live on air. That's the only time.
That's the only way to get a two-way conversation going, huh?
Hey, you know, texting only works so much, and that's it.
Don't you ever think you're going to get Glenn Houseman on a phone call when he's in his kitchen. It's not gonna happen.
Hey,
When you guys are doing your production call ahead of time, you guys are just sitting around a table just texting each other?
No, two of us are actually on the phone.
Oh, okay. Then someone's texting.
One of them is actually working for a living. That one is.
Yeah, well, Dave also refuses to speak to us, so he gives notes to people who deliver it to us.
I made it to a point in my producer career where I don't have to deal with the talent. I have people for
I'm excited to say.
Wait, is that this show?
Yes.
Oh, sound machine with the bump.
Where's the sound machine?
Wait, you guys are slow on the drawer.
We are. It's Friday.
You guys told Jeff to come in hot, and man, he's coming in hot.
I know. Thank goodness. You are a breath of fresh air, Jeff. This is
I'm glad somebody's working today.
I like how my ego loves the fact that Dave turned the question of Jeff, tell us about yourself into talking about my neuroses. That was that's great. So, Jeff, you're in Charlotte, which is a pretty cool town. What's it like? What's it like living in that area? Is it convenient with the airports and all that kind of stuff?
So, so just a little about me. So I've lived in probably 8 different states. Originally from New York. Probably more than 30 minutes. Just where West starts.
He's from the best Chester.
Pelham Manor, right there.
Yep.
So
did you ever like? What's that, Dave?
We hate Long Islanders equally.
Really, it's not really the Islanders. It's the folks from Jersey who can't drive.
Thank you. Right.
Thank you.
Anybody here from Jersey?
Just so everybody knows, they don't trust anyone in Jersey to make a left turn, so they have to put all of these, around
the circles.
Yeah,
the circles here. People in North Carolina do not know how to navigate the circles.
Listen, guys, while you guys continue that conversation, because Charlotte sounds really awesome with the claim to fame as an airport, but I'm gonna go and head on the road. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
All right, we'll see you soon, Dave. Dave's got to go to his T-ball league, where I was telling Jeff he plays with a bunch of 5-year-olds.
That's where he dominates. He dominates the T-ball league.
Right. It's really sad that his ego's so little that he has to play against little children in order to beat them.
I was going to practice.
But it's great. He hits a home run. He runs around. He's like, "Take that!"
I can see that.
Crying on the sidelines, "Mommy!"
I don't know about that, but yeah,
I'll give you something to cry about. For those people listening, he put up a movie poster of the movie Bench Warmers.
You guys know that movie? Is that why?
I know that movie.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I know it happened after you were born, Dave, but I'm still familiar with things post 1987.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised he knew that movie.
I think that was in the 90s.
87. If it was 1986, I wouldn't know. But there's some kind of concept called Bad News Bears. Not really sure about it, but I've heard it's about a bunch of bears that run around and do cocaine. I don't know.
Close. I mean, close though, because I can't believe this movie came out in like 1978, and I think everybody's drinking and smoking, and there's I'm pretty sure the way that the character
Walter Matthau
is going on. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Walter Matthau. Yeah, first the original.
Yeah,
that's old school.
Exactly.
Second.
Goodbye. Much better.
He's gone.
You feel the sense of relief? I mean, really. So
the show goes nowhere but up from here.
Yeah. So I got this like fantasy. Like, I'll move to Charlotte. I'll eat a lot of barbecue, but you probably get tired of it really quick because it's pretty darn heavy, right?
No. I mean, listen, the barbecue's good here.
Yeah.
No doubt. But growing up in New York and living in many of the places I've lived, that's one of the parts about North Carolina I'm not a big fan of. There's no real good diversity of food here. So
that's
but the barbecue's good. The barbecue.
But that's interesting because you've been, as a VP of Business Development, you've traveled so much, you live in all these different places, so you've been exposed to a whole lot of different things. So other than New York and Charlotte, what are the other major places you've lived?
Well, I spent 2 years in North Dakota, Grand Forks, North Dakota, which was fun.
You were the guy that was in North Dakota.
Oh, man, I was there in '97. The Red River flooded, the entire city. We had an ice storm, so the power was out for like 2 weeks, and it was like negative 50-degree weather. It was ungodly.
Wow.
Yeah. To say the least.
Why were you up there?
Yeah.
I was there because of the Air Force.
Oh, okay. So you couldn't leave.
No, I wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, Captain, it's a little too chilly for me. Mind if I just head down to Florida?
Just out of curiosity, what kind of base does the Air Force have there? Is it a missile base? Is it?
Well, further west, you have Minot, and you have definitely sites out there that have that stuff. Grand Forks was a refueler, so they had a fleet of refueling tankers.
Okay.
But I also spent time in Colorado, Denver, in the Springs. I was stationed in the Springs. I was in Cheyenne Mountain.
That's pretty. Oh, no way!
No way! Yeah.
Yeah. That was well. It was cool, like the first week.
Right. Yeah.
It was a huge pain in the pain. Keep this family friendly. It was a huge.
No, you don't. It's not a family friendly show.
It's not a family friendly show.
You can use colorful language. Yeah.
It was a huge pain. Just with the security and stuff. Yeah. It was,
I bet it was.
Back on another hour to just your day, just to kind of get in and get out.
Did you feel like a mole living in a mountain for 8 hours a day?
No, I mean, with the work that I did, I was always in a kind of a secure area, no windows, no nothing. So you didn't know, you weren't going to see the outside or you wouldn't see outside from a window anyway. So,
Wow.
You only knew when you were coming and going. So.
Well, those movie sets, they have like those, they have like
Stargate.
that room, and then they have like the offices with the only windows they could have look into the other room. So, it was probably something like that, right? Like big
something like that. The only thing
he's at the window, but
the only thing from Stargate, which was real from the mountain, was the outside of it.
Right.
That was real. The rest of it was not. But
sure.
Hey,
listen, I know that's what you have to say. I get it.
Are there aliens and spaceships inside the mountain?
Oh God, yes, we got to take them up. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet it was. I picture like you, an alien, and that guy that took the car out for a drive in Ferris Bueller's Day Off probably just took the spaceship out and had a really great.
What's really sad is I can actually picture that actor aging me.
All right, so
exactly what you're talking about.
I know we're talking about being inside a mountain in Colorado, but we got a little time delay. So Kim is saying, "Hey, did you have to plug in your engine block to keep the car warm?" Presumably, North Dakota.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did. Yeah,
I can't even imagine.
Plug it in, just keep it. Listen, it was seriously. I lived in Grand Forks, North Dakota for 2 years. After that, I swore I'd never live anywhere cold again. Yep. Ended up spending 10 years in Phoenix.
Right.
I can't handle that anymore. So now I'm in North Carolina.
Nice.
One extreme to the other. Yeah.
North Carolina's kind of like in the middle, right?
I got 4 seasons, no snow. I got the beach, I got the mountains. It's perfect.
Yeah, okay. I got this fantasy that maybe I'd like to live in Asheville. I feel like that would suit me.
Asheville, Boone, any of those right up there. I mean, it's not like the Rockies. It's not like you're up at crazy.
That's because Glenn's going to make furniture. And if you believe that, I got a bridge that I want to sell.
No, I'm not going to make furniture. I'm going to make little Amish ovens.
Speaking of Amish ovens, look who's here.
He's back.
And it's always such a great shot.
That's the best camera angle you can have, Dave.
It's like, how can I look the heaviest? Let me angle the camera.
I hope producer Suzanne's taking pictures.
Now you look like David Byrne in the oversized suit.
God.
Yeah.
Listen. Just because I'm a supersized me doesn't mean I have to actually hear about it. Okay. I can be whatever I want to be in this day and age, okay? And I think very hard offense. So you call me fat, and I have a big problem with it. I'm gonna
Bullshit. Let's hear what your wife has to
you.
say about that.
And I'm taking over No Vacancy Live.
Hey, by the way, that No Vacancy Live where you and Dave were together and your guest was a great show this week, Glenn. And
yeah. I forgot that Dave was my co-host this week. I tried to put it out of my memory. He's like, hey, you want me to join you? And I don't know what I did. I said, yeah.
I said, yeah. I'm just trying to be a good friend, trying to be a good helper. He's like, I'm all by myself today. I have nobody to help me. Anthony's doing this. Suzanne's doing that. I'm all alone.
Dave,
I'm not doing anything. I got you, bud.
I do want to thank you because we know I'm scared to do podcasts all alone. So that was really good. But I do want to say
he didn't like it.
I do want to say it was a lot of fun doing it with Dave. We had a really good time, and it was a totally different tone and temper than what we do here. I only made fun of him at the beginning, and then we got serious and stuff like that. So if you want to watch something interesting, but you won't get the reward of us teasing Dave, watch that show from this week. That was Wednesday.
And plus, we had a great guest, David Duncan. So he really he made up for all your short stuff.
Yeah, David Duncan was a great hospitality. Yeah,
great guest.
Yeah, they've got their management company with over 50 hotels in ownership and stuff like that. So, Jeff, what brought you to Charlotte?
It wasn't Phoenix. 4 seasons. It's green,
just
which is really nice during the summer, in the spring.
Yep.
The fall, not so much because it's a lot of leaves. But it's nice. Same with you, Glenn.
Yeah, no, same sort of thing. It's just that I just get people to take the leaves away for me because I can't handle that on my own.
Yeah, my riding mower has a vacuum.
I would never imagine Glenn Hausman with a rake or a blower and plastic bags. Okay.
So let me tell you about my fall itinerary. So I have a decently good-sized yard, and I have some huge trees. I live across the street from a freaking nature reservation, so my backyard gets covered. It used to take me 3 days to do the leaves with the rake. So my wife's friend is married to a guy who has a landscaping company.
Right.
So we went down to this. It's like a flea market they have every year, and basically picked out my leaf blower for me to the point where other people were trying to buy it off of me while I was still there. I get the whole thing done in an hour and a half now. It's
nice,
spectacular.
That is nice.
Yeah.
So it's good to know people in the right positions.
Yeah, you're gonna do a little disclaimer, show a logo of what type of leaf blower it is, or you're just gonna leave it?
Yeah.
It's a Red Max leaf blower. It's used, but it still works great. I went to Home Depot. The guy at Home Depot tuned it up for me for like $25, and this thing is a beast. It's super powerful, and unlike where other areas, Craig, you're talking about plastic.
What is the range of how much you annoy neighbors with the sound of that leaf blower? Is it 1 block, 2 blocks, 10 blocks?
Is it gas or electric?
The best thing about being a good old American is I don't have to care about other people. So it's not my
there
problem.
You go.
Is it gas or electric, David?
It's a gas blower, so I'm sure California.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're illegal here in Orange County. So
really?
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say illegal, but you can only use them during certain hours of the day. So everybody who has a lawn engineer, all of those people have electric blowers because they're quiet.
Yeah, I don't even cart them away anymore. I just burn them.
Yeah,
nice. There you go. I liked incineration in the backyard. My parents' first home, we had incinerators in our backyards. You just throw your trash in there and burn it. And, hey, it was done.
Hey, New York City, all the buildings used to have incinerators right in the building. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Like the good old days. It's insane. They just burn everything right there. It's crazy.
Now they just throw it on the streets.
Mm-hmm. They'll get to it.
Eventually.
Again, I'm convinced that California is by far the most hypocrisy-filled state I've ever seen in my life, because they're all about this. I love health. I love cleanliness. I love this. Now they're going to start charging for electricity by how much you make. You go into Walgreens. We talked about this. You can buy freaking 175s of any liquor you could possibly find, along with a pack of cigs. So I think that they are just one of those people. They're like a politician. They tell you one thing to your face, but in reality, when you look between the layers and you see how they actually act, they're full of shit.
Dave, I thought you were in your car, not on a soapbox. Oh my God!
What do you say?
Now that you were in your car, not a soapbox.
Jeff, I am on my soapbox 24/7.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
There is not a day in my life where I'm not ranting about some bullshit California's doing.
Hey, with all of our issues and problems here, there is only one other state that I would live in. And their problems are pretty much on par with ours, and that would be Hawaii. You know that. I've got homes in both states. And I'm not going to be the pestilent child that picks up all my marbles and walk away because I'm pissed off at the government. I'm going to stay and make a change. And Glenn, once you move into your house out here, you will do the same.
So what you're really thinking is you're going to pay the higher electric bill because you make too much money.
No, I don't make any money. Come on. We don't get paid for this show. Come on.
What? I'm not getting anything?
Yeah, you get David to come over and visit.
Right.
You signed a bad deal, Jeff.
My pool.
You're gonna have the great satisfaction that you were on the first good episode of Friday Night.
Oh, the first. Wow, that's saying something.
I think there's going to be more. David will show up to your pool with one of those inflatable islands and a palm tree, and you will find him out there in midnight.
I agree. So, Craig, this is our 99th episode of Friday Night Audit. I'm thinking, starting next week, maybe we should make the show funny and do some bits and stuff like that.
I think you're right. I think you're right. That's it. That's what we
after
need.
99, we're figuring out the formula, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's gonna last
I think we need to do a sizzle reel and get some highlights. Oh, we don't have highlights.
Sizzle reel.
I got to run to practice, guys. My team is calling me over the play.
Aloha.
All right, enjoy beating the children.
David.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys must have some blooper reels.
Oh, we had 98 of them.
We just showed the episode. Yeah,
over an hour long.
Yeah, we had 98 blooper reels. We had so much shit that's gonna haunt us for decades. It's unbelievable.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
So Jeff, how'd you find your way into the hospitality industry?
Yeah, that's a story I want.
I guess the first company I was with would have been Mitel.
Right.
That kind of led me into that. Obviously they would sell a lot of PBXs back in the day to the properties.
David isn't here. He's got no idea what a PBX is.
Maybe what? What kind of peanut butter sandwich is that? Peanut butter with jelly?
But yeah, that was where I started.
Peanut butter to the extreme. Sorry, Jeff, go on.
No. That's where I started. And I just, what's interesting about this industry, and you guys know this, seriously, it's all about relationships. And after you've been in here a little while within the industry, it's hard to leave because you've built all these relations.
Very much so.
I tell people all the time, it's a very incestuous type of industry. Hoteliers go from hotel to hotel to hotel.
Absolutely.
Vendors go from vendor to vendor to vendor. And Glenn sits and makes fun of everybody.
Yes. From working with all the different magazines over the course of my career, because that's what everybody does.
So, and the other thing, you're talking about drinking hard drinks. I swear to you, I drink more at work than I do at home.
Seriously, I do too.
So, who wants to leave?
I don't know. That's a wash for me, Glenn.
Right.
On the drinking, I don't know.
I agree with you on that one. Although we are getting into drinking season around here. I tend to drink.
Pool time. Pool's open.
Sitting outside. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And it's funny because at my age, I like doing laps in there, but the real reason why I like the pool is to just be able to stand there and drink a beer and talk to a friend.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Jeff, your area is challenge when it comes to food diversity.
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, when you're having the neighbors,
Wait.
family,
I thought that you
whatever,
had both. You could get North Carolina barbecue, but you could also get South Carolina barbecue. So you got a lot to choose.
Well, I think the barbecue is pretty much the same. I think the two different types of barbecue, at least in my mind, would be the Carolinas and Texas.
Well, yeah. Well, also you got wet versus dry and all of that kind of stuff
right.
too. You're more in the pork area. What you're talking about is Texas, it was much more of beef.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
So do you barbecue when everybody's over there, or do you call somebody in Manhattan and they bring pizzas?
Yeah, I do some barbecuing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a whole heck of a lot. The plan for last weekend, which was canceled because of the rain, was just going to be smash burgers, which
nice
on the griddle. But yeah, I don't do a lot of barbecuing. I don't do a lot of cooking.
Right.
I shouldn't say that. My wife's not around. She can't hear me. This is not being recorded.
No.
There's
no record of this at all.
As soon as this is over, nobody will ever see it.
Right. To be fair, there's like a Martian in 200 years that's going to discover it or something.
Yeah, it's going in a time capsule.
Yeah.
No, that's not happening either.
Yeah, but no. All kidding aside, Craig, I really don't. And then when I'm home, I don't even want to eat out. Really, eat out often. You guys must know this. You eat out. You're traveling so much and you eat out. It's like everything starts to taste the same.
Yeah.
I just make me some meatloaf. I'll be a happy camper.
No, right. I hear you, but my kids started college this year. I have twin boys, right? So we made the adjustment, and it's like, she wants to eat something different than me, and it starts to become like, why even bother cooking dinner? It's just cheaper to get food from out of the house and stuff like that after a while, right? So, but the takeout just is enough already.
I don't do much takeout. I like to go out for ramen. I try to find out as diverse a food as I can.
Yeah, you have to go out for ramen. You can't bring in ramen because the noodles.
No, you can't bring it in.
And then I give them credit for doing the try where they pack the noodles separately and you're supposed to then put them into the broth, but then the noodles, if they're good noodles, get all weird by the time.
Yeah, they're sticky because they weren't in the broth, so now you're trying to break it apart in a small bowl. It's a mess. I know this. I just did this like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like,
nice.
It's a cruel lesson to learn. And whenever I get a takeout, if I get something that's like it has a fried component, I'm always worried that they don't have the cool one. They don't have the good containers with the little holes in them to let the steam out. Because I remember when I was like 9 years old, and I had the treat of going to McDonald's, and it was before I was smart enough to realize of the thing called steam. Then you get the McDonald's, they give it to you in the closed bag. You get it home, and your fries will be like, hey, kill me now, right? Because they got steamed to death in that thing. So I hate that more than anything,
Exactly.
Yeah, my pet peeve would be no cutlery, because that happened in a recent trip too. It's like I ordered out.
Really?
You go to a hotel. Don't you think I need a fork?
Yep. You're absolutely right, dude. On that exact note, I had the most exciting thing happen to me. I was at a takeout Chinese restaurant in Massachusetts somewhere the night before I was going to take my son home from college, and I walked out the door and I'm like, wait, I need a fork, and I went back in and I asked for a fork and I got one, and let me tell you, I felt really good about myself when I got to the room and had a fork instead of realizing I did not.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Hey, Craig, Jeff, I love the little things. Yeah, go on.
Jeff, you got a griddle. Glenn and I have been going back and forth. We both love Traeger, and they've got a griddle out there now. So are you out there cooking breakfast? Are the neighbors showing up when you're cooking breakfast? What do you like about the griddle?
Well, you know what? Listen, I do have a Traeger, a smoker, pellet grill. I like the griddle. We do a lot. My wife and I do a lot of camping. As a matter of fact, we just got it back. We used to have I have a pop-up now. There it is.
Oh, nice. Cool. Look at that.
We had a brand new 30 or 29 foot camper. Because we used to go a lot of camping, but we just didn't enjoy it. The problem with a camper like that is it has air conditioning, it has TV, it has recliners. So I was spending a lot of time in the camper, so I'm like, we got to get rid of this. So we got rid of that, got a pop-up. So the griddle is just great. I mean, you don't need pots. You just cook.
Right.
Everything right there. Right. So I enjoy the griddle.
I was actually thinking of getting a griddle for the top of my Weber grill, for the gas grill.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that works.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just get a separate one because I've been really thinking about that griddle thing lately.
Hey, and if anybody from Traeger is watching, you can send Glenn and I both the griddles, and we will be glad to promote you.
I am your guest.
Yeah.
Right. Let's make 3.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, and then we'll have to make sure we tell Dave that he did not get one.
Get one. Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, Dave. We only had the last
3. Yeah. David doesn't get one.
Yeah, you don't know, but
goes bananas because he doesn't get the stuff that Glenn and I do. It's hysterical. Watch, he's gonna pop in now. Boom.
That's for sure. So, Jeff, I did something fun last night that I haven't done in a long time. I went to a baseball game, but not a major league game. It's the Atlantic League, right? So it's like a smaller league, and it was the Long Island Ducks, where I live, versus the York, Pennsylvania Revolution and stuff like that. So it was a real hoot, and it was fun, and it was affordable. And when my kids were little, we used to do that, on the regular because the tickets were so cheap. But for me and my buddy last night, tickets were under $20, and I was 6 rows up from behind home plate. Yeah, right.
Nice.
Yeah. Those are nice.
Yeah. The beer was only like $7, $7 piece or something like that. So we had a great time. Really fun night out there.
Let me ask you something.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
We have a baseball team. We don't have a major league. We have, I think, it's the Charlotte Knights. I think they're part of the international. I don't know. It's minor league. Mm-hmm. I don't know exactly what league it is, but it's minor league. Yeah. But it's right in Uptown, which makes it real nice. So you're surrounded by the skyline. You're right in there. And they're intimate stadiums, which makes it really nice versus going to a major league. You're up in nosebleeds and whatever. So yeah, my wife and I, Melissa and I, try to do a couple of those a year. But it's always a fun time. Some beer.
Yeah, totally.
Let me ask you guys.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. We've got 2 of every professional sport imaginable here. Now, the thing that I like about the minor leagues is that it seems like the players are really putting out a lot more effort than somebody who's in the show. Now, did you find that these guys were really fielding the balls? They were really trying to get on base? Did you just find more atmosphere with these guys that are working to get up to the major leagues?
Glenn, I'll let you take that one.
I would say that it's difficult for me to make an assessment on that because my buddy and I were having a good time laughing and drinking beers and kept forgetting to watch the game.
And I haven't been to a major league game, baseball game, in a very long time.
And I won't go to a major league baseball game, partially because it's really just far. Now, I did go to one last year when I was at a HOA in Baltimore, and it was the second day of the season, and the hotel was right next door to the stadium, and I went with some people I knew. That was a phenomenal, fun time. But I'm a good distance from Citi Field where the Mets play, and don't even get me started about how far it is to the Bronx from here on Long Island to go see the Yankees.
I'm disappointed that you're calling it Citi Field and it's not Shea Stadium. I mean,
because it's not Shea Stadium, but I had to see it.
Everybody right here in this room of age.
Yeah, Jeff. Like I have to every single time I say Citi Field, I have to pause, not say Shea, and then say Citi Field. It really hurts that it's Citi Field now.
It'll always be Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
Hey, Broadway Joe, the New York Jets, Shea Stadium.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the first place my mind goes to when I hear Shea Stadium.
Dude, I'm old enough to have seen the Jets play at Shea Stadium. Yeah.
The Jets. Wow.
Yeah. You're old, Glenn.
You are.
You're old.
Oh, that's funny. Good time.
That's funny.
God.
All right. So sorry it's taking me so long to get to this. Chris is saying, hey, they were working on what looked to be an amazing food hall down on South Tryon when I was there in March.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about this food hall situation?
Food hall. I'm not, but I'll be honest with you. The experts is the missus.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, they are doing a lot of cool things here in Charlotte. It's just coming from New York. Everything is listen, New York. Everything gets
Go Dodgers.
Everything gets good. So, you know, I don't know. I'll have to check it out though.
How's the pizza down there?
You know, the pizza kind of listen. It's not the best, but they do have one or two places that's pretty close. They got a Tony's Pizza.
Yep.
That's not far from me, probably about 20 minutes. And I forget the other one. It's in Uptown, but yeah, it's not bad. It's close.
How about bagels and Kaiser rolls? Because in the state of California, they both suck.
Really, Charlotte's known for their bagels.
Glenn never brings me out a bagel or a Kaiser roll when he comes out here. He keeps saying he's going to, but he doesn't.
The bread is good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I will bring it. What's that?
I think it comes down to the water, right? For the bread, for the dough, and all of that. So I mean, it's pretty good. You know, it's still though. That's New York, right? Bagels, pizza, cheesecake. You know,
how's the Chinese food over there?
Oh, cheesecake. There we go.
Yeah. Well, I thought that Glenn was talking about cheesecake earlier. He was talking about
cheesesteak. Yeah. Well.
Oh, that was David.
Cheesesteak by mistake. I kind of screwed everything up there. Yeah, that was before we went on air. Talking about for my love of these amazing cheesesteak I had last August on the boardwalk.
California has good Chinese food. I've seen.
Yeah,
we've got great Chinese food in certain areas. Orange County is not one of them.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is outstanding. Los Angeles is as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we've got in Orange County that's outstanding is Vietnamese food.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Vietnamese food is second to none. I think the only other place in the nation that is comparable for Vietnamese food, believe it or not, is going to be the great state of Baja, Oklahoma, Texas, because they've got quite a Vietnamese contingency in Texas. But yeah, I mean, gotta love Chinese food. Gotta love, you know, it's just like, okay, you get up to San Francisco and you get into some of these restaurants there. It's just freaking amazing. It's just
listen, I've had good Chinese in the Bay Area. I've had good Indian in the Bay Area.
We got good Indian here too. Yeah.
Arizona, Phoenix had amazing Mexican.
They should.
Obvious.
That it was Mexico, right? Until we stole
it. Now, granted, California may be the home of Taco Bell, but or Del Taco, but I don't consider that Mexican food. Okay,
hey, listen, I'm just honored that the founder of Taco Bell's name was Glenn. So, Glenn Bell was his name. Hence name Taco Bell. No, probably one, but I do tell them that every single time I'm at the drive-thru that we got the same name and I should get a 10% discount. I don't get it, but
their headquarters here in Orange County, they picked up the original Taco Bell and they wrapped it up and it's sitting in the parking lot at the Taco Bell headquarters here in Orange County.
The original,
very first franchise store. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about they took like an enchilada and like
no, the whole store is wrapped in.
Are they daring people to take it?
Yeah, here, eat this.
The good news is they got it free. They got it for shipping for free with Amazon Prime. So worked out well for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One of our friends at Choice Hotels was over at that building and saw the original Taco Bell sitting out in the parking lot, all wrapped in plastic, and talked to the security guard and got the whole story for it. It was really, really pretty funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Opposite of now, which it's not funny at all. But
no, we're
so Jeff, what about going to conferences? You're having a lot of fun with that, right?
All right, I need to get a beer. Be back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
No, actually, you know what? The conferences are always good. It's always getting in front of the customer. I joke about not having fun just because they're rough on the feet and the back.
Yep, but, they are.
Outside of that, I enjoy going to them. I'm excited. Next year, there's 2 conferences here in Charlotte.
What?
Wow.
16 years, and I've never had a show in Charlotte.
I went to HOA there like 15 years ago or something.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Your hair was black then.
Yeah, I might have had hair then.
What are you saying, Craig?
But yeah, I think High Tech is here, and
good.
I want to say the Best Western is going to be here in 2024.
High Tech should be there.
Really? That's awesome. They're in Hawaii this year.
They're in Hawaii this year, correct? Yeah. Which is nice. I mean, we have Uptown is a great city. It's about as large of a city that I want to live in.
There you go. Now, what conferences do you go to that are absolutely must attend for you throughout the year?
Well, just
we know that Craig loves going to the furry conference every year.
No, that's David. That's David. That's David. That is not me. David is the one with the furry fetish, not me.
That's right.
Listen, right now, the AHOA conference is really big for us. You know, it's been really big. At the end of the month, we're going to both the hospitality show and Toronto.
Where will you be? Because Craig and I will be in Vegas.
Glenn and I are both doing the hospitality show.
Yeah,
and we're doing the live Friday night audit.
I might have to go to High Tech. So, but there'll be 5-6, people from Avgo there. Murnell will be there, the whole 9 yards. So, we do a lot.
Hold on, Nikki Fox is saying something really important. Maybe you're going to go to Click.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki.
That's Craig's conference.
California Lodging Investment Conference.
Okay, I was going to say, what's Click?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You should have.
Now you know. I had a feeling you know, so I wanted to try to set you up so you didn't have to be embarrassed by not knowing. But you fucked that up. So now you got to deal with it.
So, are you going to the lodging conference at all?
Well, the lodging conference is scheduled the same time Best Western is.
Right.
So yeah,
that's why I'll be at the lodging conference.
Yeah. So we're going to both. I am going to Hawaii. Been married 12 years, and the anniversary was in Hawaii, and the show is over our anniversary. So I cannot just leave a home. So we're going to Hawaii. So somebody's going to have to go to the lodging conference. But yeah, that's another
March of next year, you can come to California for the California Lodging Investment Conference and see both Glenn and I on stage, which doesn't happen a whole lot.
No. Thankfully. All right. So Amy is saying, hey, sorry I'm late, F&A friends. What on earth?
Thank you, Amy. We missed
What on earth did I miss? That Dave has a bear fetish. Yeah.
He's got a furry fetish.
The truth is out there, as Fox Mulder used to say. Interesting. Dave,
do you have that picture of his furry head?
No. I do not. What do you think I am? The producer around here?
You're the co-host, just like I am. I just thought maybe you might have it.
I'm supposed to be pampered enough to do any hard work, although Dave keeps bailing. I have to do all of this sort of stuff. Amy says she came in right on that quote. Oh goodness!
Oh, too funny.
Yeah.
Too funny. Amy is our number one fan, and we've got a show with her.
What's that, Jeff?
What's the next show you guys are doing? Is it the end of the month?
No, next Friday, our 100th spectacular. So that should be fun. It's going to be a cross-continent journey. It's going to be me and a friend back here, friend of the show, CJ Arlotta, and my friends Art Lurie from the UK and Sean Worker from Ireland is going to be joining, so it should be a whole lot of fun.
Wait a minute. What? CJ Arlotta is going to be on our next show?
From here, from the House and Resort Pool Club, Smokehouse Dispensary, and maybe one day brewery.
Does that mean that he is tied with Bruce Ford?
I don't know. We got to go. Someone's got to go comb the 99 episodes and see who was on what to get an accurate count going on here. But it's Fast and Furious.
You get to do that.
I nominate Dave.
Which means it won't happen. Our producer should do that.
Yeah.
Our producer to do that.
So Amy says, yep, number one fan, true and true. Doreen is saying, hey, sorry I'm late to the party. What did I miss? Doreen.
Nothing.
I was going to say,
we're just glad you're here.
Probably the best 48 minutes ever broadcast on the internet. But the rest of the show...
That's next week.
The rest of the show's going to suck. Yeah.
Craig, you have to at least wait until I'm gone, because you just said no more than 10 minutes ago, this has been the best show ever.
I know.
And now you're saying next week.
Yeah, you got to take care of the audience, too.
Yeah. We just want everybody to feel good, but not too good.
Yeah, not too good.
Not too good.
Just a little bit. Yeah, we want you to feel more than a little good.
I'm feeling good. I'm ready for my next beer. My beer's
nice.
Well, you could go, well, I'm on my second one now. Usually I go through 2 or 3 of these on this. I've been honestly, Jeff, I've been laughing so much I haven't been sipping as much. Sometimes I get drunk just because I want to sip during the awkward silences and stuff like that.
Well, we haven't had any of those.
No, we have.
We have not had any of those. Yeah.
I think you can tell if I'm on beer 4 or something like that. I did not.
Things are going well.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm at beer 4, there's something definitely wrong.
Yeah.
6 or 7. So.
Oh,
Amy. You're the best, Amy.
Yeah. I don't see him. No.
No.
Yeah. Listen to this. He's being a parent and taking his son to T-ball and being a good dad and all of that kind of stuff. He was here for the first half of the show, but now that he's gone, we're enjoying ourselves. We got a man of mystery coming. There he is.
There he is. All right.
Sorry,
I see you now.
I thought that maybe you wanted to hide your identity because you realized you were on the show.
Who? Me?
Yeah. You took
the sun. Honestly, I was concerned with the sun, so there's an umbrella up, and now it seems like I'm blacked out. So I was like,
not now.
Move it,
You're looking good now.
So according to the weather earlier, it was supposed to be raining at 6:12, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It's getting a little cloudier, but it's still pretty nice out here. Balmy, nice. 81 degrees here on Long Island, which is exciting. Amy says, "Hey, T-ball is so cool. I played it as a kid. First base, shortstop, and fame pitcher. Oh, fake pitcher.
There you go. There you go. Very good.
Yeah,
I
played Little League for 1 season. I couldn't.
You meet both, Glenn.
They politely told me not to come back. No, I'm just kidding. I was actually more of a soccer kid, and tried out baseball for 1 year, but I didn't like it because, I had to pay attention, and it was a really boring game to me, standing all the way out there because I couldn't be trusted in the infield because I have no actual ability. So I'd be in the
right field,
but there would be a lot of kids who want the ball to play. I'd be guy behind guy in right field or something like that. It's why don't you just sit in the bleachers? It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Hey, Glenn, we got to get you into the treehouse in the back to do a show next time.
Yeah, I feel like that's about 2 months from being condemned, so we got to do that really just slowly rotting away back there. It's a lawsuit waiting to happen. I'm afraid some deer's going to sneak in here, get injured on that, and I'm going to get a lawsuit from all the deer that live around here. It's going to be
or terrible. You might find one of your cats up there. So.
Yeah. Suzanne is saying super late to the party. All.
Hey.
Yeah, great to see you, Doc.
Great to see you.
Everybody's so late today. I think that's the problem with the summer. Everybody's out enjoying themselves and all of that kind of good stuff, except us, because we've got to. We
create our own fun.
We gotta be here.
Jeff, so we're starting to get towards the end over here. So how are you feeling about this experience? I want to do an emotional check-in.
Was this a good decision for you?
Yeah, I can't do an in-person wellness visit, so I'll just check on you on right now.
And I was so looking forward to the glove treatment.
Listen, dude, I'm still training with the TSA. Maybe next week I'll be able to do it for you.
No, this is great. All kidding aside, if you ask anybody that knows me, they know that I hate to be on camera. I hate to have photos taken. As a matter of fact, the photo that you asked me for,
you don't have a lot of photos out there.
No, I hate being taken photos. That was from during COVID. That wild and the beard growing. I actually had a whole beard. It was horrible. Yeah. But no, this was fun. This was fun and Good. This was easy. Good. Yeah. No, it's been a good time.
Yeah, I'll tell you who's not having a good time, Suzanne. She found $800 in fraud charges on her credit card, so she's been off fighting it. I'll tell you what, you should have just had the Visa person.
Tell Suzanne that Suzanne put up a post that I need a pool. Tell her I have the Pacific Ocean.
When was the last time you went in the Pacific Ocean when you were in Hawaii?
2 days ago.
What? Come on.
Yes.
Beyond your ankles?
Yes, beyond my ankles. I went
Yeah,
up to here.
right. It was up to his thigh.
No. I was up to here.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah,
Wow.
I went over to the other side of the peninsula and got in the water. Absolutely. I'm not getting in the bay. Come on. There's diesel fuel, oil, and God knows what else. But yeah, once you get over to the peninsula, go into the ocean there. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, Suzanne doesn't believe you. It's not in your backdrop, so we don't think there's. I don't think there's an ocean.
I don't use a backdrop. I use a studio.
Right.
La-ti-da.
Yeah, exactly. Love you, Suzanne.
Oh,
Oh my goodness gracious, Jeff. We're going to do something right now, a very special part of the show, something everybody waits for. We're talking about Jeff Aguilar. It's the time for the Plug-a-Palooza. It's your chance to now give shameless plugs for whatever you want. Maybe it's for Avgo. Maybe it's for a barbecue joint. Maybe you just want to say something nice to your wife because you're in the doghouse. I don't know what it is. It's up to you.
wow. You know, when you say, hey, say something nice about your wife, and then you're going to open it up to me and I don't say something nice about. Listen,
I really put you in a corner over here.
Yeah. I have a lovely wife. She's an amazing woman.
I listen, she's in charge of the food, so I'm totally behind that. I like her too already.
Yes. I don't have any plug. I mean, listen, I appreciate everything that you guys do. Glenn, I know you've talked about Avgo on your show and No Vacancy. We're just really excited about what we're doing right now, to be completely honest with you. I think that, everybody that signs up for our service, they might start with one hotel, one shift. And once they've seen what we're able to do for them and the level of service that we provide and the cost saving that they can obtain, they roll that across their entire portfolio. And that's exciting. I've never been with another company where, a product and service was that well received. So, I'm just excited about it.
Well, that's awesome. One thing not to be excited about is Dave's back. What the hell happened here?
Time to end the show. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
We went from 90 degrees and sunny to about 83 and lightning.
Oh my goodness.
So that storm that we were talking about, Glenn, before the show, it has hit. It came in quick. It's not raining here yet, but we have some pretty loud thunder. Oh, there's a nice streak of lightning over there. So it's headed your way.
Have fun.
Yeah. Well, Dave, thanks for the breaking weather report. We really appreciate it.
It's amazing how the weather god said, you know what, we're gonna wait out long enough for practice not to be canceled, so you can't be on the show, but we're gonna do it in the middle of practice, so you wasted your whole day.
Suzanne says that's my world in Florida every day. She also says, hey, isn't it tradition for our guests who have pools to jump in with their clothes on for viewing pleasure? Jeff.
Oh,
it is.
Let us down.
Suzanne also lives in the state where they have gators and they eat.
Hey, I jump in the pool.
Jump in.
Take my mic off.
Okay, go to a one shot, Glenn.
All right, here we go.
You guys see the pool?
Yeah.
Wait,
here we go.
We tried to get this to happen pre-show.
Nice. Gotta love it. Yeah. All right, that's 2 for the sizzle reel, Glenn. 2.
I'll do it. Next week, if it's weather permitting, I'll do it with CJ or something like
All
that.
right. No, just push CJ in.
I love the commitment. While I love the commitment, I have a problem because we all tried to get Jeff to do this pre-show, and he was like, absolutely not. There's no way. I'm going to do it after the show. The second Suzanne says to do it, he's like, hell yeah.
Yeah. There he is.
Yeah, all right. Now what time? We got 1 minute left. I need a towel. Cold.
Yes, I love it. All right, Craig, let's do.
Nice job, Jeff.
Do your plug real quick, and then we'll get out of here.
Hey, 3 Minute Thursdays, Glenn and me. You never know what the hell we're going to talk about. It's anything but hospitality. Click connect. And we've got a big announcement coming up on the 7th Annual California Lodging Investment Conference. Glenn.
Yeah, I can't wait to be over there. Come see me up at the NYU Hospitality Investment Conferences, shooting a lot of great videos. My friends over at Unifocus sponsoring me for this event. Then we got the 100th episode spectacular next week, live from New York, California, New Jersey, UK, and Ireland. I'm Glenn Hausman.
Nice.
That's Craig Sullivan, Hot Dog David, and Jeff Aguiar. Don't use an L. See you all next time. Right back here on the fabulous, the incredible, wonderful Friday Night Audit. Hasta luego.
Aloha.